Hi, my name is Jack Anderson. I'm from Lebanon, Tennessee. Well, my story starts out when I was 18 years old. Decided to go into the Marine Corps. It was kind of a family tradition, and so I pursued that. Ended up in a unit that was scheduled to deploy to Beirut, Lebanon. I was somewhat nervous, but still very excited about going and serving my country. And woke up one morning on the ground with two giant pieces of concrete laying on top of me that could have easily killed me. I crawled out of that rubble, saw lots of my friends who'd been killed, burned, body parts all over, just the awful smell of dynamite and gunpowder in the air, concrete dust so thick on your skin that you just could peel off cakes of it. Only days after the bombing, while I was still in the hospital in Italy, I denied God. I just said, I just have lost faith in you because, so many of my good friends died for, what seemed to be a senseless cause. We were there on a peacekeeping mission. And that was very troubling for me. And so as a result, I spent the next 23 and a half years in 180-degree opposition of anything that stood for God. I didn't want to talk about God. I didn't want to talk to God. I didn't want to hear my mother tell me that she was praying for me. And I tried a lot of things to cover up and to run away from the memory of Beirut. I ended up in jail several times. I ended up being arrested 10 or 12 times. I tried drugs of all types. I tried sex. I mean, you name it, alcohol, anything that could fill this big hole in my heart for the pain that I felt for, having lost my best friends, my brothers, my comrades in arms, if you will, that totally devastated me, called my faith into question, and I didn't have an answer for it. And it wasn't until about a year and a half ago that I realized that I needed my relationship with God. And, really it kind of dawned on me that I was blowing up my life. Every chance I got, I was reliving Beirut by creating some issue in my life that blew up everything that happened. And so I began to pray, what can I do? Lord, open a door for me. Show me a path. I have complete love for you in my heart now, and I want to serve you. I want to be a servant in your kingdom in any way that you would choose to use me. I give you my life. It was laid on my heart about 4 or 5 weeks ago that the very thing that I ran away from the most, Beirut, and the combat injuries, the trauma, was the very thing that I can use to minister to other veterans. And so I've now launched into this ministry of, survival to salvation. If I can reach one veteran, if I can save him 20 years of frustration and show him that there is hope and strength in the Lord through Jesus, the whole ministry will be worth it. This is not mine. I don't want any recognition. I don't want promotion. I don't want fanfare. This is God's ministry. I just want to work it for Him.